y'all. It's me, Sanji. Beat me up, Sanji. Um, Welcome to my happy place number 2, which is my car. Um, Only because Tim is cooking on the grill, and I think Zai in the backyard, like my house, just everybody is somewhere. And so, when you have those situations, my suggestion, find another happy place away from everyone. And mine happens to be my car. I'm not one big on being in rooms with the door closed because the way I grew up, you weren't allowed to close no doors. Um, Anyway, we are here once again in my happy place to talk about numbers and spirituality. And basically, it's just I've been having these aha enlightening moments. Everyday stuff just gets clearer. Okay? It really helps you to get in tune with your ancestors, which is something I want to discuss really quick. The Bible refers to our ancestors as angels. That's how the Bible refers to it. And let's go a little bit deeper. And if I offend anybody, just know I'm coming straight from my heart. We are always taught to think that angels are what? Yes, white is a purity color, and we'll discuss that soon about colors since we talked about numbers. But, like, for real, think about that. But anyway, I oftentimes replace the word angels as ancestors. So that's what I'm saying. You're getting your angels talking to you, if that's your belief. During this time, I have been very translucent with you guys in the sense that I ain't telling y'all everything. I'm telling y'all a lot, though, but I ain't telling you everything because I want you to seek your own knowledge. I'm telling you things that I have used to help me during this time of all this political unrest, this pandemic, um, just change period happening. All right, so tonight may be a little longer because I really have to get everything out in my brain. And so we can move on to these physical intentions I'm ready to talk about. Yes. All right, number 1 was your number talking about unity, harmony, new beginnings. Number 2 is your balance number. Number 3, that's my Julian, Mr. Manifestation himself. And that just means steadfast in what you believe in, man. Number 4 is stepping out of your comfort zone. Doing what you thought you couldn't do, but you knew you could. You just didn't listen to it. Also, going back to number 2, that's where I discussed chakras. All right. Number 5 is another type of balance. That's your love balance. That's where I discussed Tim being my strong balance in the family. And also something that kind of was brought to my attention this week. I'm just now realizing I used to think I was the youngest of 3 siblings, the baby. Everybody that knows me really knows that I would brag about being like the best, most, hey Crystal, being the best, most, worst little sister ever. Like, I'm awesome at that. But within these past few months where I was going through this discovery and all this stuff I got going on physically and mentally, I found my sister and my brother. And I knew they existed. Let's just be real. I knew. But is that my job to go seek out some siblings? But for whatever reason, it started, I had a longing, a needing, to reconnect. That being said, I'm very proud of my sister. She is watching right now. She is developing into a beautiful woman. I'm just proud of you, Naomi. Keep it up. and she has started her own little journey calling it Embrace Yourself. And she's going every little imperfection and love it, because you got to love you before what? You can help anybody else. Anyway, but back to where I was. Number 6 is opposite of unlucky. It is very lucky. It's your keep bad energy away. A little tidbit I didn't share with you guys before about number 6. The whole necklace is 6s. And baby girl made it by herself. She did research. She sat right with me. We did our whole little thing we do. Put on some ignorant TV show we watch. And she made her necklace. You can see the necklace in the photographs that Ray took. And yeah. So, and number 7, we talked about that being just a lucky number. Your connection to the universe type number, okay? Number 8 is yesterday, where we talked about completeness and wholeness, and just kind of think of that as a pizza, okay? Yes, ma'am. Embrace yourself. And I also discussed karmic relationships yesterday, and that's when I gave the analogy about the Medea play, I think, and I still didn't even go look back at it, but it's when I gave the analogy of that time when Medea sat the girl down, and she was like, some people in your life for a reason and a season, blah, 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 all of that. Y'all done heard it before, and if not, go check it out. And I also discussed Verta Welcome and how she came out to me through a conversation that me and Krista had. Miss K Millionaire Braden Lee, that is on. So, yeah. And Verta Welcome, she was a civil rights activist. I did forget to mention that she was the first black woman to be elected to state senate ever in the state of Maryland, although she was born in Lake Lure, North Carolina. Yeah. I told y'all I was going to start researching her. She about to be my homegirl. So here we are today at number 9. I named the video The Divine Number 9 for a very big reason. Everything I do is for a reason. I'm going to reiterate that. Everything I do is for a reason. There is an intention. And I taught that word today. Intention. So, number 9. Number 9 is a number of strength. That being said, let me go to Teacher Sanji real quick. Number 9 is the only number that can be multiplied by anything else. And when you add that product, you're going to get 9 as your answer, as your sum. Okay? Hold on to that if you want to. Throw it away if you want to. I just put it out there. I know what I did with it. That being said, number 9 also represents spiritual enlightenment. Okay? And that's like, no lie, I'm going to mention this name probably 2 or 3 more times before I get to why I really keep mentioning it. But I was talking to Ray earlier. Not talking, but talking. That's talking now, right? So I was talking to Ray earlier, and I swear I just had it makes sense, right? And it was so cool. But anyway, so another thing with 9 is finality. All right, this is the end. All the other numbers are built upon 1 through 9. I did not touch 0, and I won't. That's your own. You do what you want with 0. I know what I'm gonna do with 0. Preach. I'm so silly. But another thing that number 9 represents is the unconditional support that you have from your ancestors. I got that from some biblical source, and the word ancestors said angels. Okay? I took that information and I ate it and I digested it the way I wanted to. Speaking of eating and digesting, I had some veggie chicken nuggets today, and they were good. Anyway, back to the subject. So, Number 9 is a great number. When you see it often, it means that your ancestors or angels are with you, and they understand your journey as do you, and they are there to guide you. That's what number 9 represents and reminds you of. That's its intention. Okay? That being said, you're supposed to look at number 9 as a clear sign to use your humanitarian talent and knowledge to help those around you when you see 9s. All right, let's talk about the Divine 9. I'm going to give respect to every last one because what I've read up on made me proud. The original 9 Black Greek organizations are as follows in chronological order. 1906, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. 1908, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. I apologize. 1911, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity. 1911 as well, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. 1913, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. 1914, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. 1920, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority. 1922, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority. And finally, last but definitely not least, 1963, Iota Phi Theta. Alright? So, saying those to say this. Man, let me tell you something. Everybody agree. If you work with one, if you don't work with one, it's one way down in your history. Like, everybody know a Greek. Someone that's associated with a Greek organization. Okay? Definitely a part of knowing a part of the divine, being a part of the Divine 9. All right. So each one of these groups is rich in history, and they have ties that many of you guys have in your families, right? And I'm gonna say this and then move on, like, to my personal little tidbit. Are we really listening to what our ancestors, that God they left us? Because they really left us a guide. First of all, they left us a guide by leaving 9 of them. They're saying, hey, these 9 right here, they have a better platform. They have a better platform for you guys to center yourselves around. And then when they use that platform, we as a people need to follow through those platforms. I did not research this. However, if you look in a lot of these Senate seats at the people that look like me, they're associated with one of these 9 organizations, right? They know this history. It's a part of the pledging process. They know this history. But what are we really doing with it? That being said, let me talk about 2 of my friends, right? And why they are towards me, and why I don't realize why I'm so drawn to them. No lie. These 2 people have become friends through work. I'm sorry. This was the last thing I wanted to do on any of these videos was to cry. However, I'm human, and to know me is to know that these tears are not sadness. This is passion, and I'm sorry for this moment. But hold on. Alright, so I'm going to just start with Ray. Alright, Raymond Howard. This dude, let's start with his birthday. Birthday 9/11. So, I had always wondered why Ray seemed so daggone cool to me. Like, this nigga just cool. For no reason. Like, how you cool on pajama day, bruh? Like, you just cool. And so, then I realized we had a small connection. He spent his formative years in Metro Atlanta as I did, right? He know the high school I went to and all that stuff. He got kids that still live there, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, that caught me here, right? So I've been in my solitude and, you know, just thinking about people and why I talk to people and all that stuff. 1 + 1 = 2. Alright? Ray is a balancer for me. In a sense that, and hold up, pause, let me correct anybody right now. This whole conversation has been had with my balancer, so don't even sweat that. And he married, so don't even be looking him up. Got you, Lisa. But, so basically, 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, first of all, 9. That's his birthday. 9/11. All right. He's a strong guy. Strong. Strong. You wouldn't tell it by looking at him. Strong guy. And I don't mean physically because I don't even know. But strong guy. Here. All right. 1 + 1 = 2. He's balanced. All right. He's a person that kind of does this. All right. I've never, and those are my coworkers that are on here, tell me if I'm lying, ever seen this dude lose his cool. And if you have seen him lose his cool, it's because you're privileged to that and he trusts you with that. Nigga just cool. He cool. I'm sorry to call you a nigga, but you know, I love you. I don't mean it in a bad way. But this man is just, he's really cool. So I started just like looking at his little Instagram and stuff one day. And, well, first, before I even did that, he was, Julian really likes Mr. Howard because I guess Julian sees some of himself in Ray. And likewise, come to find out. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so he has a mentoring group at the school with young guys, him and some other guys, but at one point it was just him. And, well, he's the only one I ever noticed really running around for real, but then it got bigger and more were involved, and I just love seeing black men work with little black men, or little men, period, okay? Because boys need that. So, anyway, I was going through his little thing, and, I was like, what? Oh, my God. And I'm looking for, what? So, the little stuff he do at where we work, he doing this with, like, kids my oldest son age and even older, but he's guiding young men. Amazing. And he seems so grounded and just, he cool. What? How you do that, Ray? And so, I was telling Tim, I was like, it's cool, right? Because, like, Ray my balance. And I'd be like, wait, I got some weird ideas, okay? Weird, okay? When it comes to, like, not even with this situation here, but I done had some weird ideas at work that I done ran past this man. And he'll sit there. He'll never just blatantly say, nah, Sanji, that ain't a good idea. But he always asks me something to make me stop and think. and focus my thoughts. Okay? I always have a friend like that ain't scared to say it, but sometimes they know that silence is golden too. So, Ray, you my dude. And he is, well, I ain't going to tell you there. Yes, I am. He is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Okay? Now, let's get on to Miss KB, Miss Delta Sigma Theta. Like I said, I do everything with intentions. I love y'all. I got a dress for y'all. But anyway, um, this girl right here, she's an author. She's a everything. She's a everything. But cool ass teacher that was loud and country, and I loved it. I loved the way she talked to her kids. She may have been loud and country, but honey, KB kids got a vocabulary for that thing. I remember, I ain't even gonna go there, but just know, Miss Bradley, thank you for teaching our brown babies vocabulary. Um, whew, you know who I'm thinking about, KB. Initials N.L. But anyway, Crystal's birthday is, I'm not gonna mention her, I'm not gonna mention the month right now because it's not relevant to what I'm speaking on. But with Crystal, she was born on the 18th of the month, just like me. Difference between Crystal and Crystal a preacher's kid. I ain't. But bruh, when I say me and Crystal be on the same stuff, she'll say something so filtered. And then here comes, if your kids are around, please cover them. Right now, cover their ears. But Crystal will say something so pleasant, and then here I go. I'll be like, hell no, fuck that shit. Blah, 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 blah. And she be like, yeah, I just can't say that, Sanji. So, like, Crystal has a group of girls at the school, this mentoring group, that the acronym is STARS. It stands for Sisters Together Achieving Real Success. And I feel like what me and Crystal got going on, well, I'm sorry, without me, because Crystal had something going on way before me. That's what we are, KB. I feel that when we are together, when we are bumping heads or not, because we don't always agree. And it's rare that we don't agree, granted, but it happens. However it goes down, I push you, you push me, and I appreciate that, Crystal. All that being said, I love y'all, Crystal and Ray. Y'all are awesome to me. There are others. If you can sit and you know we rock hard, and I ain't gonna name your names, but if you know we rock hard, look at them numbers, because I'm messing with you on purpose. Those are two that I've been talking to, but there are a couple others that I have too, whose birthdays I didn't mention. But when you start, me, I'm sorry, I can't tell y'all what to do. But when I started looking at things like that, and the purpose that other people have in my lives, and what my purpose is in my life, I got happy. And it all came from some damn beads. So, so it's 9 here, 9 here, 9 around my neck, boom, boom, boom. So, that being said, that was my intentions for the night. Y'all done made me cry. No, y'all didn't. They made me cry, them ancestors. They made me go and get it out. I'm grateful for it. The mosquitoes done ate me up. What else I need to say? Oh, please, 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 guys, because what's coming up tomorrow is real. I would show y'all, but I know y'all seen that picture I posted last night, right? So what I got going on next is really real. So make sure you have your peoples like my page. If you are, let's go 15 and up. If you know some people, let's go young ladies and men, 15 and up. Get me a couple to like the page. Once I get to a certain number, I am going to close it off and make it a private page, and or I may just create a private page for the spiritual intentions, because there I feel that people need to be comfortable in speaking and not to be ridiculed, and I will have better control if I made that a more private group. Yeah, it's got to be lit. Everybody want waist beads, but they don't want to watch no video or learn nothing. I bet you gonna learn something for these waist beads. Hit that daggone Facebook. Learn something so you don't hurt yourself. You don't know what you're doing. Like one of my friends said to me the other day, he was like, "Son, you keep messing around, you gonna wake up on the ceiling." I was like, "What is you talking about?" But he was talking about when your root chakra really get right. So I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. Like, some beliefs are one way, some are the other. But at the end of the day, we all believe in the same thing. We all believe in love and happiness. That's all our common goal. That was my intention for the night. Go like my stuff, share my stuff, share this video, share it, share it, share it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's a surprise coming for you tomorrow. Bye.